Well, good morning. This is a very cold Sunday morning. Joining me with some coffee, and let's sit and chat about all things Monarch and what has been happening in this publishing world that we live in. So, first, I want to say thank you to all of our readers, our ARC reviewers, our supporters, and prayer partners with Monarch Books. Wow, we have three books that I can actually hold and hug in my hand at this time. But I want to talk about our other authors as well and what we have coming up at Monarch. So, just to give you guys an update, A Study in Terminal by Carol Linneberg is an award winning YA contemporary. Guys, I absolutely love A Study in Terminal. Please check out our content ratings, our educational resource guide, and share this with family, friends, educators, community members, librarians, so that way that we can get out awareness and support for mental health and suicide awareness. During the holidays, this is a time where we do need to be bringing those issues back. It's not just during Suicide Awareness Month. Please take care of one another, look out for one another, and provide good books that matter. So that way, maybe conversations may start that maybe didn't have a place before. So, absolutely love Kara's book. Then we have Ashley White's middle grade, The Impossible Girl. Gold star book. Guys, our books have really taken off with editorial reviews and lovely stars. And I would like to say that Ashley White has done a phenomenal job at capturing the heart of middle grade fantasy for young and old alike. So if you have not seen The Impossible Girl yet, this is a perfect holiday gift, a great fun escape for families, for anyone who loves fantasy, truly. Check out our content ratings, our educational guides. This is perfect for your upcoming book club. Share out with educators, librarians, family, friends, everyone that you know of that loves fantasy. This is the book. So, absolutely love this. And now, ooh, look at there. There's Rowan. The Conjurers Curse by Stephanie Cotta. This book, even though I'm holding it in my hand and hugging it, it doesn't come out until December the 6th, but we're right around the corner from that. Can you believe it? It's been such a whirlwind year for Monarch Books. We've acquired new authors, we've had our timeline, we've published 2 books so far, and are still continuing to highlight all of our collections and our authors as we are on different points of our timeline. And that's what we wanted to share with you this morning. Hey, Tish. Tish is here. We are live streaming on 3 of our different channels. And so it's so nice to see you, Tish. We're talking updates with Monarch. And this is our latest, December the 6th. So we are going to be holding a book birthday, of course, and it's going to be in costume just because that's what we do if it's appropriate for the genre. And this is fantasy. And that means we're fantasy costume dressing up. And I've already got my costume. I'm going to play a villain, just so you know. I'm going to give you a little tidbit on that. Oh, I know, Tish. Absolutely amazing. Cy Cover Designs did a phenomenal job for us. So shout out to Cy. I will tell you guys that when you come to our party, there's going to be games, prizes, but it's about honoring Stephanie. And this is what it's about in Monarch Books, is honoring our authors and upholding the loveliness of their craft and their storytelling gifts. So beyond ebooks or beyond merch prizes, think about spending the evening with us on December the 6th, where we get to celebrate a debut author as she is getting to hold not only the Conjurer's Curse in her hand, but she can actually say it's not on pre-order anymore. It's actually out in the world and it can be on your bookshelf too. So if you haven't pre-ordered the Conjurer's Curse, go ahead and do so that way it can get delivered to you as quick as possible and you can start reading this magnificent story. Now, I will tell you that inside there is a special illustration that was actually created by our author, Stephanie Cotta. And it is here sealed forever in the pages of the Conjurers Curse. And it is truly one of my favorite characters in print, and it's Tahira. So that's all I'm going to say. You're absolutely going to love this work, and I'm excited for you to be able to share on this journey with Rowan. So now, what else do we have going on? Well, we've got a Goodreads giveaway that is happening right now until December the 6th, that launch date. So the Conjurer's Curse, if you check it out on Goodreads, go ahead and enter that giveaway. You'll be able to find it out on Stephanie's social media links. Please go and follow all of our authors. I want you to connect with them because they are truly amazing, and they are out on their individual pages. So please go find our authors. I'll have some links in the description so you can connect with our Monarch authors. If you've got, any shout outs, if you're wanting to set up author visits with them, they can do virtual visits. If they're close to you, they can help organize events with you for showcasing their work and their author journey. So I'm really excited for you to meet them. And that's one of the reasons why we're doing coffee with Monarch. And just for a start, Tish, it's peppermint coffee today. Got to transition over, and it's not even Christmas yet. We're just getting ready to go into Thanksgiving. I still should be using my pumpkin creamer, but as soon as I saw peppermint, I grabbed. So I've got my book here. This is my journal. I keep it with me all the time. And I've got some things here that I wanted to talk with you about. So first, we're out currently in the process with editorial reviews, which means that Whispering Through Water by Rebecca Wheeler is out for that. And then in December, we're going to be sending out She's Still Here by Caitlin Alexander for editorial reviews. So as soon as we start getting all of those good emails in, you'll start to see that on our pages as we celebrate our authors. So we are in the process of editorial reviews for two of our authors. And I wanted to let you know that even though, we've got Stephanie's here, I've got Becca's book on the way. So Rebecca Wheeler, her book is on the way to my house now, so I can hold it in my hand. We were just finishing up making those final edits in our ARC, and it was sent back out. So now we're waiting for that book to arrive so I can hold it in my hand, because on January the 4th, y'all, right around the corner again, we've got a new YA. I call it our quiet read in the collection. Just the book that just eases you in and then doesn't let you go. So I love Rebecca Wheeler's storytelling and Gwen's journey and all of that nostalgia of that 90s world. So I just want to let you guys know that that one is coming up. So continue to keep out looking for Monarch Books, because we are slated with a collection for 2023, starting with Rebecca Wheeler's January release. Now, after that, we've got our February 7th. Now, I know that's Valentine's month, and maybe you want to talk about sweet romance right now, but no, not right now, not with Monarch Books at this moment, because you know what? That sweet romance is embedded right along in there with Whispering Through Water. Gwen has her love interest that you guys are I love it all, love it all. But February is our month to celebrate all things and love of the horror paranormal genre, because we've got She's Still Here by Caitlin Alexander. That one, absolutely the perfect middle grade read for anyone who loved Nancy Drew, Ghost Hunters. We've smashed it all in together. Caitlin has done a phenomenal job at this book, and I cannot wait for you guys to read book 1 in the series. It is going to take you truly for an adventure mystery ride as you try to unlock clues on what happened to someone in the book. I'm not going to give any spoilers away. I just want to let you know, She's Still Here. It's all about our love for horror in February. So now, in April 4th, now April 2nd is my mom's birthday. April 4th, 2 days later, we're going to be celebrating a book that she would have adored. And it is a Middle Grades by Mark Snowd, our New Zealand author. He is a teacher, maybe actually with time zones teaching right now. And Mark's book, Maggie and the Mountain of Light. Okay, guys, we are going to be making an announcement soon because I'm holding something in my hand, and it is a box. And this box is from our illustrator, Corinne Linneberg. And this is Mark's cover in this box. So yes, we do get illustrated covers for all of our middle grades books by Corinne Linneberg. She is a phenomenal artist. We are so super blessed to have her on our team. So inside here is Mark's cover on canvas, and it's going to get all of the love that it needs and deserves, and it's going to be shared with you soon. So look out in January because we're going to be asking for ARC readers for this middle grades story. And if you love girl power, gifts, and high intense scenes, and fairy fantasy magic all wrapped up into one, Maggie and the Mountain of Light is for you guys. Absolutely love also the awareness it brings for those who may be out there having food allergies. Our character Maggie, we love her so much, and we're so glad that we can represent her in our books in Monarch Collection. All right, so what's next for Monarch after April? My YA sci-fi readers. Hey, okay, let me stop. When I say middle grades, I mean really, this is ready for middle grades. Of course, it's a middle grade fantasy, but anyone can read this book. We had a first grader reading this book and writing a review on it with her mom. Guys, our books are clean reads and they are outstanding, and they can travel across the span of ages. We actually just received an editorial review of The Conjurers Curse, and yes, this is YA. It does have beautiful advanced vocabulary in it as well, as does The Impossible Girl. But in the editorial review, it said middle graders would even love this book. So when you're thinking of our books, think for all readers. Now, the same way for April the 4th, I am so excited to announce that Riley Cross Disconnected is coming out. That is going to be our first sci-fi that we're going to have for you. So you are going to absolutely adore this book. Trust me when I say it. All of our Monarch books are so unique, but they're so cohesive in their messages of hope and faith and strong characterization. Just description is phenomenal. We have an amazing team that works with our authors. But guys, let me tell you this, our authors are hands down just truly gifted and phenomenal storytellers. And we are so blessed at Monarch that they have found us and connected with us and have become a part of our team. And Riley Cross is Disconnected. Now, we do have the cover ready for that one, but we're not sharing it just yet because we've got a timeline. But we're so happy that the YA book is now finished through that timeline of edits. And guess what? We're going to be moving in to the interior design of Maggie and the Mountain of Light and Disconnected. So that means that we're pretty much ahead of schedule, like always at Monarch. It seems to work that way, right? So we've got our April and May book that's almost ready and almost at that package stage where we're going to be able to share it out to ARC readers soon. So congratulations to Mark Snowd and Riley Cross, because you guys in 2023, you're just one step closer to getting your book into the hands of readers. Cannot wait for you to get these books, guys. All right. So Riley Cross's book is coming out on May 10th. So let's talk about this now. We had June for Carol Linneberg. We had August for Ashley White's The Impossible Girl. We've got December, and we've got The Conjurers Curse right around the corner. And then when we hit January, it's like January, February, What are you thinking here? 2 books in a row. One book, YA middle grade, but anyone can read these books. We've got April, we've got May. Once you fall in love with a Monarch book, just think you don't have to wait long to meet a new author and meet your next favorite book because it's so hard. Like, you're like, okay, this is my favorite. This is my favorite. How many of you can just pick like one favorite? Like, I have a list, right? I always talk about outside of Monarch Books, my favorite book is The Hobbit. But y'all know that all of us have lists, right? We have tons of books. And Monarch Collection is worthy of that list. So I can't wait for you to meet our authors and the worlds that they've created. So when we hit May, we're going ready to go out for school and we're getting ready to go out for summer. But when we get back, okay, let's talk about what we've got coming in October. Our first YA thriller is slated to release on October the 3rd. And this one is from Angelique Burrell, and it is amazing. A Mark in the Road. You guys, thrillers, horror, all of that stuff. And October is the perfect month to release that one too. So we've got She's Still Here, our paranormal investigator series with Kate Zablowski. That's our February release of We Love All Things Horror Paranormal. And of course, in Halloween, that's our season. And we are going to be really excited for you to get A Mark in the Road by Angelique Burrell. And so that one is going through its developmental stages right now. We've already got it on a timeline and moving along its way. Now, November the 7th, Landis. Landis by Shelley Mack. Fantasy for YA readers. And again, let's just say our YA books are perfect for middle grade readers who want to get their hands on some of that content. So check our content ratings while you're making informed decisions on which books might be best for younger readers. We love to provide those for our buyers so that way that they can see the content that's in all of our books. And you can check those out at our website at Monarch Educational Services. But I will tell you now, absolutely love Landis, our fantasy. It does have some tech sci-fi elements in it as well. So it's just a beautiful world with phenomenal characters that you are going to love. And when Shelley masterfully created such a POV switch, oh my gosh, it's like you have to keep to get to the next, but you don't want to leave them behind. And then you just keep reading because you got to connect right back. Y'all, it is just absolutely amazing. I cannot wait for you to meet the world of Landis. So Shelley Mack is out there. She's a children's book author. So if you haven't checked out Shelley Mack books, please look at her collection that she has for children, picture books. And let's talk about another one of our authors that's a children's book author. We've got Rebecca Wheeler. She has now it's going to be 2 books. One of hers is coming out in the spring, but she is also a children's book author as well for picture books. So if you haven't, if you want like for a younger reader, you don't have to go far because they have their own books that are out there working the world, traditional and self-published. I'm very proud of both of them. And then let's transition and talk about children's work. So we've got our very first Caterpillar imprint. Caterpillar is coming out in January 2023. Now, this is a division of Monarch, and our Caterpillar books are going to be children's picture books and chapter books. Now, we've got our first easy reader, and I got to see a little snippet yesterday of page 4 of an illustration from Corinne Linneberg. And guys, I was like, it's perfect. Now, I'm in the middle of a furniture store and I start getting dings. And because you guys, we've moved, right? So we've been in the process of transition. And so that means like no couch, no dining room table, and all these things. And so we're like piecing life all together as all of the fun things in publishing and author world are happening all at the same time. And I get the snippet in a message, and I'm like, just perfect. I'm like, Eli, look, perfect. So Corinne, thank you so much for being our illustrator at Monarch. And I absolutely love children's picture books that use watercolor as a medium. Now, we might all have our different types of flares or preferences when it comes to children's picture books. Oh, thank you, Tish. Tish said she loves Caterpillar. Caterpillar is going to be amazing. So I'm just partial to watercolor. And Best Buddies Book Club, which is to honor our team at Athens Drive High School, Athens Drive Magnet High School in Raleigh, North Carolina. When I was teaching there, we actually did have a Best Buddies Book Club where my class partnered with a class with special needs. And I will tell you guys, it was an amazing opportunity for our students to connect and grow in literacy. So we are at Caterpillar celebrating teacher friends, students, and it's all going to be captured in watercolor. And we are going to challenge you out there to start your own Best Buddies book clubs in your communities and schools, because Monarch books are about books that matter, and literacy matters, and the connection and forging those relationships can happen when you share a book. So I'm very excited about our first release for Caterpillar Books, and thank you so much to the Fine Arts Council of Wake, because they really helped us to support this with a grant. So thank you so much to the Fine Arts Council. If you're looking for grants, check one out in your community, because you never know. This has allowed us to be able to actually bring this picture book to life. Corinne has graciously agreed to partner with us again for Best Buddies Book Club. So illustration 1 is down. So really happy for that, and excited on what that means for us in the future with Monarch, because children's picture books listen, the K-12 world, okay, it's a special place for me, because as all of you know, I'm K-12 reading specialist, and I have worked in the public schools for 23 years, and I'm still working with the public schools, and I absolutely love literacy across the span. So Caterpillar is just a natural extension of the love that we have for books and early readers, and we want to provide them with books that matter too. So think about Caterpillars growing up with Monarch books, and when they transition into middle grades, then they will be able to know that they can trust Monarch books for a clean read that can just take them away and give them a lovely adventure. And then YA as well. So there's pretty much all of our updates. I'm checking out my journal list. I'm very excited about everything that's been happening with Monarch. I do continue to receive queries, and people have asked me even this week, well, what are you specifically looking for? So I want to just go ahead and share my screen now so I can tell you guys really what we're looking for and how you can submit to us for Monarch Books. So right now we are not currently opening our doors to Caterpillar Books until January 2023. So we're not taking any type of queries for picture books at this time. However, we are open to queries for our middle grade and YA clean fiction categories. So I am going to present now, and I'm going to share the screen. You get to see Monarch Books. All right, so our website is monarcheducationalservices.com. You can reach us by email as well there. Okay, let me minus this. Absolutely love that you get to check out all of our authors. So if you would like to meet our authors and you're like, wait, what was that person's name again? We're going to add everything in the description, but you can go straight to Monarch Educational Services and check out all of our author pages. And then we have our submission guidelines. So what we're looking for. So we're currently in the market for middle grades and young adult. And you can see here on the list what we're currently taking. Have you noticed horror and horror comedy? Yes, because we do love horror here, and we are looking forward to possibly acquiring a new paranormal, but we're also looking for some horror work too. So if you've got it, send it. So then I've also been asked, well, how do you submit? We became an open door publishing company, a traditional publishing company, in January 1st, 2022. And you think that I would want to update that date, but I don't, because that shares with everyone the start of a journey for this school year. Listen, I'm a teacher, I can't help it. This year. So we need to talk about definition of clean reads, because I have been asked, well, what does that mean for Monarch? So we do not publish any mature rated scenes, racist or derogatory works, profanity, or material that is explicit. So please make sure that you check out what we're currently looking for, but also does it match our clean read policies for Monarch? So how do you submit? We have our email here, query.monarchpress@gmail.com, and make sure that you follow those guidelines. We do ask, if we ask for more of your work, we will ask for you to share it in a Google Doc, because we will do editorial review, and we'll make comments to you as we are reading your manuscripts. So that's just our process here at Monarch. And we are in the process of reading novels right now. So as we are in our timeline of all things coming out, are in their art stages, or interior design stages, or developmental edits, we're also reading novels currently. So our calendar, as you can see, is getting full for 2023. That is a lovely thing, because that just means more books for you guys. But I will tell you that we are always on the lookout for magic. So if you want to know who are my favorite authors in the literary world, Kate DiCamillo is going to be number one for me for a very long time, probably forever. So the Kate DiCamillo magic, the Tolkien magic, that's us. So I cannot wait to connect with you. I'm so happy you joined us today to have coffee with me. I only took like a sip, and my peppermint coffee is getting cold, because I can talk all day about Monarch Books and what is happening with our company, what is happening with our authors. You've got to check our authors out. So yes, I can just brag about them all day long, right? But they live amazing, wonderful lives and use their platforms for good. So I'd really encourage you to check out each one of our authors, follow them on social media, even our authors for 2023. Go ahead and follow them all, get to know them, get to know about their books, and they will also share all of their author news and updates and what's going on. And those are the places where I would love for you now to go out and just hit follow to our 9 authors. You got 9, so you need to be out like clicking them all. So that way you can see the collection that we have, but also get to know our authors. So thank you for being here. Thank you for Tish Bouvier for the encouragement. Just as a side note, I'm going to give Tish a special shout out. So all of you may know that I'm an author as well. And I have acquired my rights back for Sweet Potato Jones, my first traditionally published book. And Tish Bouvier is my cover designer for Sweet Potato Jones. And we are going to be releasing that book back out as Hope Has Wings, because that was our original title for that book. I cannot wait for you guys to meet Sweet Potato if you've not. So that's going to be coming out soon. Yes, yay me, says Tish Bouvier. And if you're an author and you're watching this, please check out Tish Bouvier's channel Write With Me on YouTube. Check out Tish Bouvier. She is a cozy mystery author and a poet. She's a haiku poet as well, so she does have published poetry books, but she is working on her cozy mystery, and she writes every week online with an amazing community of authors who have joined her on the ride as she pushes words forward. So check out Tish Bouvier on YouTube. All right, guys, I hope that y'all have a wonderful day. So I'm out working on interior designs for Maggie and the Mountain of Light today and Disconnected. So I cannot wait to introduce you to our characters at Monarch, and I hope that you put them on your shopping list for this holiday season. Buy one for yourself and gift one to a friend and family members who love to read. Buy a class set. Go ahead and donate to your local libraries. We would love your support at Monarch. Spread the word, because if you're looking for clean reads, we've got them. And you can check out our content ratings to learn more about what's in our books, so that way you can make informed decisions for your holiday purchases. So have a wonderful day, and I'll check you guys out later.